Senator, you talk a lot about cracking down on conflicts of interest regarding Wall Street trading. Okay, fair enough. Let me just ask you, though. With respect to Goldman Sachs and these emails where they went short and they hedged their mortgage position, isn't that the business they're in? I mean, don't they owe that to their shareholders? Isn't that what they should have done as a prudent business decision?
Well, if you're hedging your own position, you know, that's one thing. But if you are selling securities and recommending it to your client while internally you're betting that those will go down, that is an enormous conflict of interest that can lead to the design of products that basically mislead your customers. And that should be off the table. That shouldn't be happening. I think the Goldman discussion highlights that.
Of course, there's an issue of the timing. I mean, when they started buying them, they didn't realize the housing market was headed south. Then they changed their opinion, and then they decided to hedge to protect their own capital position. Don't you think that was the right view? I mean, in 2006, they were seen bullish. Then in 2007, they turned bearish on housing. So they owned a lot of stuff, and then they had to hedge it in 2007 when they changed their view. I'm not sure why. Why do you think that's not correct, or why do you think that should be banned?
You bet. Well, listen, the details about Goldman will keep unfolding as we learn more. But set aside Goldman, and whether there's a legal issue there or not, the courts will figure out. But in terms of the principle of should you be designing securities, recommending to your clients at the same time that you're betting against those internally, that is a conflict of interest that does not serve the clients.
You know what, Senator? I basically agree with that point of view. Always have.
I'm glad to have your support.
No,
on that.
I mean, it may not be illegal. I'm not smart enough to know, but I think there's a certain unethical tinge to it, which has always kind of followed this practice.